Though many would see that this band is a hidden gem in the always fluid and growing expanse of the metal genre, I would say that Unleash the Archers is not very hidden. Once I decided to expand my personal set list to new bands again, it didn't take long to find them. If you're looking for female-fronted bands, you'll come across this group. My first find was General the Dark Army. Though I personally enjoyed this song, I was overly saturated with the female-fronted bands, and honestly had soothed my first thirst for this long before. But I reached my hand back in the YouTube search, and there was that song that played in my head far too long. I needed to itch that, had to go away. The next day, I bought the album that General was on, Demons of the Astro Waste, and I listened to it for at least a week. That's what I do if I like a band. I'll just have it in my disk drive in my truck while I drive to work and back. But that first glimpse, though a badass song on its own, was nothing compared to what I resurfaced in the album. And believe me, there's a whole album to unearth here. It seems most fans of Unleash the Archers are stuck on the newest album, Apex, rightfully so. But there was a time, not too long ago, that this band had some heavier elements that made me fall in love with them in the first place. And it wasn't just Brittany Slay's beautiful arrangements. What I'm talking about is track 10, The Fall of the Galactic Guard. From a songwriter's perspective, this must be a clincher, a piece of music that can hold the whole album up, the deciding factor in my love for this album. This track blew my frackin' mind. Not only does it tell a tale, re-give the meaning to the word heavy, but it does not follow basic song shitty structure at all. And I love it. A typical song structure that comes to mind goes something like verse, chorus, verse again, chorus again, add a bridge, do the chorus with the same word 56 times to get into the person's skull, and wail away the chorus with higher notes to end with an outro. Metal does this sometimes, but at least they stray from the norm and aren't weighed down by cultural norms from Hollywood and the like. Fuck mainstream music, hail Satan, am I right? I did a little listening and a little research to get this down, and here it is. There's not one chorus that is repeated, which means there is not a chorus in this track. It's just its own playthrough, its own story, depth without repetition, no refrain. It's something like this. Intro, verse A, verse B, which is nothing like verse A, kind of chorus A, maybe, bridge A, another verse, nothing like its own, nothing like anything else, just verse C, a pre-breakdown, and then a breakdown, verse D, that's its own thing, bridge B, another bridge, another breakdown, and then a harder breakdown with more of Brittany singing, and then an outro. And it's, to say the least, it's a long song, and if you speed it up, it's even more fun, but it has no repetition at all. And I'll say it again, no chorus, no refrain, no repetition. Other bands will learn from this style as these tracks pop out for us that care to listen to the music, actually listen and notice the subtle badassery in the music. Want to know another band that did this? Queen, with Bohemian Rhapsody. Mostly. That track, one of their best, also written with little to no repetition aside from the nothing really matters verse, or chorus, right? Would I say that Fall of the Galactic Guard is Unleash the Archers' Bohemian Rhapsody? Not exactly. This track barely made headway compared to Time Stand Still, Apex, General of the Dank Army, and the like. It is truly a hidden gem. The Fall of the Galactic Guard, with its epic melody, surprised me that it wasn't being played as their headlining track, though it could. Maybe there's a good reason why. Maybe it's too heavy, maybe it's not heavy enough, I don't know. But I recently got to see them live and found that the tracks were being played, this one, and all their main songs, that are headliners, the ones you find on YouTube first with usually music videos. I wasn't surprised, and Apex is a great song, but personally, I want this one to close out the show next time. Next time they come to US again, I want them to play The Fall of the Galactic Guard. Anyway, you feel the loss in the song. Brittany doesn't burst into super high norms in this one, but her voice does bring depth to the story that she makes. Her singing never fails as she tells us about this Galactic Guard, what evil they're up to, and their inevitable demise. They have to go, and their multiple breakdowns really bring this one home. If you know about Unleash the Archers, you know that Brittany will actually make her own story for each album, one big epic. Each song is chronologically part of the story that she makes and sings as the band makes the music themselves besides the harmony of her voice. As the track 10 says about this part of the story, Fall of the Galactic Guard, As mankind ventured out into the Milky Way galaxy and into worlds beyond, an army was created to patrol the stars. At first, motivated by the quest for justice in an ever-expanding realm, the Galactic Guard united every planet, every galaxy in the knowledge that someone would protect them when trouble came. Yet as time moved on and the violence became amplified by the vastness of space, the Guard became swayed by money and power. As soldiers abused their authority and the citizens grew to fear rather than respect, the corruption of the Guard was soon complete. Little more than mercenaries for hire, the Galactic Guard lost its way. Although they were the largest army known to man, they moved only when it was in their best interest, or when money was on the table. The fall of the Galactic Guard was long and hard and affected every human being. I'll let all this sink in by just telling you to go listen to the song. It's a great track. It's number 10 on Demons of the Astro Waste from Unleash the Archers. Go ahead and speed up the track to 1.25 for unnecessary fun, or just to drive it home with this in the background. Hell, lay down, learn about the Galactic Guard with your eyes closed and headset on. Slays has quite the story for you, as she did for me, from the drooling breakdowns, classically unrepetitive verses, and her harmony. You can't go wrong. Give it a listen, you won't be disappointed. The fall of the Galactic Guard truly is a hidden gem of Unleash the Archers.